Hi everybody, I'm Jessica. I am here to do our Teach Me Tuesday for this week, or in this case it's looking like a Teach Me Friday. We tried Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to get a video up and it just didn't happen. YouTube wasn't allowing me to post anything, so I guess we're gonna have to try maybe a Friday or maybe even a Saturday this week. I am so sorry about the delay. Technology is just a pain at times. But I am here to talk today about setting up the dividers and the sections for your planner. And I'm going to show you, I have a beautiful A5 red Metropole, I believe is how you pronounce it. And this is Alice. I'm trying to do an Alice in Wonderland theme in her slowly but surely. So I carry a lot of information in my planner. As you see, it's pretty full. Some of it's from decorating the pages, and I use the 3D stickers so it makes it bulge. Some of it's just general information and stuff that I carry with me all the time. Start out, everybody has their dashboard. It says I'm going to succeed because I'm crazy enough to think I can. This is my theme for the year, and every time that I open it up, it kind of makes me smile and think about the fact that hopefully that graduation will be in the future in the next year or so from college. So this is where we're going. But as you'll see, I carry side dividers, and I also have a few of the top tab dividers too. My top tab dividers are laminated and punched. I got them from a store on Etsy, but I can't remember which store, so I will post a link in the comments of this video once I'm done, so that I make sure that I give credit to the proper store. The ones that are on the side are just regular scrapbook paper, just cardstock, plain color, that I've traced the templates and just made 2 sets. There is an A5 and a personal size template under the Planner Newbie file page. You can go through and see it's a PDF. You can just print them out, and then there's instructions written on there. They're very, very easy to make. So, talking about sections. My sections are not labeled because I am constantly changing the layout of my planner. There are certain sections that I tend to keep the same, like my calendar section. I have a school section, but the majority of the stuff keeps getting rearranged. I make new pages, I take sections out, I group things together, I split groups up. So at this point in time, none of my tabs are labeled. Once I get a definitive layout, then I'll go back through and laminate my side dividers and use my label maker and make some labels for my tabs. I would recommend laminating and then labeling. That way, if you change your mind on your layout, it's easier to take off a little sticker with the word on it than it is to make new dividers over again. But the first section here is my red tab top, and this is going to be my calendar section. And then my next section here is one of my sides, and this is going to divide up my calendar section. I'm trying to get this the best view for you without a glare. My first section in here is my month on 2 pages. March is pretty sparse at this point in time. It's spring break week for me this week at school, and honestly I just really haven't done anything with my planner. I'm trying to get caught up on everything else that slips through the weeks. So I keep birthdays and school events, college events, things like that on this calendar. And then my second tab under my calendar section here is my week on 2 pages. Let me get a page to open. Oh, my London page. It's one of my favorite ones. And then my Ladybug page. This was the last week of February. This is the current week. Absolutely nothing written on it. Haven't gotten that far. I haven't opened my planner that much this week. I'm really slacking, I know. I am using the pre-printed Filofax the week on 2 pages just because it was too cheap to buy something else. They came with the planner, and they really actually work fairly well for me. I do color code. Let me go back a page here. I do try to color code, as you see on my little page divider here. If you can see it, I use the dewdrops. It's hard to tell with the ladybug in the background, but here, I'll try to zoom in. And you can see that I have, what do I have here? I have the chores that need to be done in the house, information about the kids, homework, bills that need to be done, and then anything that pertains to me and my schedule. And then sometimes you have to overlap my stickers because they do take up a fair amount of space, especially on when you have 4 sections on one page. There's times that space can be a premium, but I try to keep up with the color coding the best that I can. My third little section here is daily pages, but honestly I haven't used them in so many weeks now. I'm probably going to take it out, which will free up a divider section. Again, this is why I haven't put any labels on anything yet, because I just don't know what I'm going to be using. My next tab top here is my orange section, and I think this is supposed to be home. At this point in time, I do have a bill pay page. Let me turn it this way so you can kind of see. It's just very rudimentary. I made this a couple of days ago. It has a bill, or the section over here I can list the bill and the due date, and then if I've paid it I can just put a little check mark in the box. I made this because my husband and I own our own business, and I need to be able to tell him, yes, we paid a certain bill to a certain vendor at whether it was our insurance or something for parts or whatnot. He always calls me, of course, when I'm at the grocery store or somewhere that I'm not home, to be able to pull out a receipt. So this was just so that I can write down what has been paid and if it's been paid for the month, so that I can keep my own records. Okay, the next part under the home section per se is my cleaning sheets. I don't know if I got this information off of A Bowl Full of Lemon or Fly Lady. I'm thinking I probably made something myself, but this was a daily cleaning sheet that I was trying to adhere to that I really kind of don't use anymore. Here's a 31 days to a clean house. This is great for spring cleaning because it breaks up all of those daunting tasks. One day is wiping down all of the doorknobs and switch plates in the house. One day is going through and wiping down all of the baseboards and the door casings and things like that. So if you do it twice a year, it takes you 30 days to do, but it's a little bite at a time. It's like eating an elephant. You know, once you get started and get going, it's really not too bad, especially when you're just adding one small chore a day. And then I have a monthly cleaning sheet. Things like, you know, in the bedrooms, washing the curtains, deep cleaning the kitchen, deep cleaning the bathroom, things like that. I don't have time to follow it right now. I'm hoping to get back into it again. If I get a chance, I'll try to scan them and post something again on the file sheet for you. But another blank because I've taken something out of a section. And again, another tab top. Let's see what's hiding behind this one. Oh, this is my planner section. It's kind of got addresses, so let me try to cover here. This is my monthly swap partner, and it has her name and address. Here's a section for her likes and a section for what type of planner she has. And then, if you can see the boxes below where my finger is here, this is all of the themes for the month because we send out a package each month. So that was what needed to be sent out. And then I've got a section with the admins for the Planner Newbie page so that I can send them little random things. Some of the other people that I tend to swap with on a regular basis, I keep their information in this section here. It's nice because I can just flip to it, find exactly what I need. The next section I have under my orange tab, because the first one was the red one, is the Planner Newbie Eduposts, which are also the Teach Me Tuesday themes. Anytime that you guys give me an idea, I try to jot it down, see if there's a member who might be willing to make a video or do some pictures for me, and I just try to keep track of what it's going to be and when we're going to try to post it up. And then I've got information here about the traveling boxes that are floating around right now, but again, that's got some addresses, so I'm trying to keep that one covered. Now, as you guys know, I am in college. I attend Ohio University, and our school colors are green and white. So it just kind of made sense for me that when I see my green top tab, that it related to school information. I would like to have it in the front and have it right behind my calendar because I access this section 101 times throughout the day. But I'm too OCD to have my tabs out of order and have the colors wrong. It has to be rainbow colored, so it's part of the way through there, through my planner. But the first section I have here is about my internship. I try to keep track of all the hours and all the meetings that I do, so I've got a big chunk of pages here. And then my next little tab, again, which is blank, but I just don't know how I'm going to do my layout yet. This is for the month of February, and this was my homework section. And here, I'll try to zoom in a little better for you. You can see that I've color-coded everything. Each class has its own color ink, so I can look at this and see when I've got, you know, blue is for econ and green is for auditing. Was that green? Yeah, there's my green. Purple is psychology, red is a theory class, and orange was persuasion. They kind of matched up with colors on the cover of the book, so it made it a little easier to color code that way, because I'm extremely anal about things like that. I also took one of the what are they called? The Project Life dividers. I don't use them for actually keeping photos in, so I'm really kind of not up to date on what all these things are called. But this is, I think, one of their page dividers or page selectors. It's kind of die cut at the top. I know it's hard to see because it's clear, but they're about 12 inches long, and I have used a paper cutter to cut it off to the size of an A5, and then I just punched new holes in the side, and I use it so that I can access my homework calendar quicker. Since March rolled over during spring break and started the new month in spring break, I honestly haven't even moved my page divider yet. I have really been lazy. I apologize. So my last section here is my blue section, and this is kind of my catch-all. A couple weeks ago, one of the members had posted how to use your alphabet tabs to make like a filing cabinet or a brain dump area, and I'm slowly trying to develop mine. Here's A, B section, so I'm going to start writing down important addresses, things that I need, like pediatrician and things like that that you need for school forms or you're constantly referencing addresses for. Here under C is for clothing. Here's things that I want to purchase as I'm building my business wardrobe. Just random little things here and there. Under R, Q and R, I've got address lists for some of the RAC groups that I'm in, the RAK, the Random Act of Kindness. And so it's got address lists, and it's just kind of nice to be able to flip it open and get an address. And then in the very back, if I can do this one-handed, you get the big envelope, and that just holds miscellaneous stuff. Here's some post-it notes, and then in the very back are the dividers that I've made that are my Alice in Wonderland theme, but they're not laminated yet, so I'm kind of afraid of tearing them up. So for the time being, they're kind of hanging out in the back here. Oh, there's a picture of Alice. And then I've got two more here. There's one made with some washi tape, and then, of course, the good old Cheshire Cat. So that's a look at my organization. This is my life, and I carry it with me everywhere. I know that some people don't like carrying an A5 because it is a little more cumbersome than a personal size, but I write big, I carry a lot of information, and I'm trying to keep it a lot organized, so I find that the A5 works well for me. And the cover of the Metropole is so nice because I can throw it in my book bag or throw it in the car or carry it in my purse, and it doesn't get scratched up as bad as like a Malden would. I'm afraid that the cover on that, with being leather, would be so soft that it would get scratched. So that is my planner in a nutshell. But again, the dividing sections, probably the best thing to do would be get a piece of paper and jot down some of the things that you want to have in your planner. Do you want to have a calendar? Do you want to have meal planning? Do you want to keep track of fitness information? Do you need to keep track of health records for medications? Or if you're a diabetic, do you need to keep track of your insulin numbers and your A1C? You need to just make a priority list for yourself and see what you need to keep organized. Then go back through and break it down. Like my calendar section has a monthly, weekly, and daily. So maybe you want to have a meal planning area. So you'll have a monthly calendar with all of your meals for the month, and then you'll have a section for your grocery list. Maybe you have a pre-printed grocery list and you just go through and circle what you need. Maybe you have a section where you keep the great sales at the different stores throughout the week, and you'll lump that all together under your meal planning. It is totally subjective. There is no right, there is no wrong. It's what works for you. If it's not a comfortable plan, you're not going to want to stick with it, and you're not going to follow through. And then what's the use of carrying a planner? So you just need to find out what works for you. And I would love to hear feedback and tell me, what are your sections and what do you have lumped together? I'm always borrowing and stealing people's ideas and giving them a shot in Alice just to see how things work. Sometimes they work well for me, sometimes they don't. You never know until you try. But like I said, there is no right, there is no wrong. It's just totally up to you. And I like the fact that we are a group that can throw out ideas and ask for opinions, and we're very positive. I like the fact that we're a happy group, and we're a well-organized group too, which works well. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. I am so sorry that it's so late getting up, but if you post some more ideas, we will see what other Teach Me Tuesdays we can get out there for everybody. I know some people have mentioned maybe using rubber stamps in your planner. That's not something that I'm familiar with, but if any of you guys are experts on using rubber stamps, just give me a shout out. You can post something on the wall, you can send me a PM, let me know, and we'll get some videos made for you. So have a great day, stay organized, and we'll talk soon.